Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, thanks so much. Love that. Welcome. If it's not your first time, thanks so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. So normally I would be saying, let's play some cozy games, but we are going to mix it up a little today. I was thinking about it really hard, and I realized there's a lot of stuff that I do now that I didn't know about in the beginning of Dinkum. So I just wanted to pop in here and talk about some things I wish I knew before I played Dinkum. Let's go ahead and get into that. The very first thing, top of my list, and there are gonna be people who disagree, but sell your electronics. I know I know. I can hear it. I know because I was like, nope, hoard them all, never sell them for any reason ever. I get it. But there are a few you should not sell, yes. But they make you so much, especially in the early game when you don't even have Franklin yet. There are a few things you shouldn't sell, but I say other than the green boards because they're hard to find, the bright wires because they are hard to find, the shiny discs because those should only be sold to Franklin, and the keys because those are for the mines. Everything else can be replaced, so it's absolutely worth it to go ahead and sell it. Now, I've gotten to the point in my personal game where I'm not selling them anymore because I have the mines and I have Franklin and I'm using them for so much. But early game, had I known I can just sell those things instead of hoard them all, I would have had way better time trying to pay off trying to pay off all my debt. So, if you're having a hard time paying off your debt or if you need to buy tools and the furnaces and the grills and all the things because they are very expensive, just sell the electronics. You can always find more. So, coming in hot with a really hot take on that one. But I totally wish I had known to just sell them. Another thing I did not know about until actually fairly recently is the coconuts. I knew there were coconuts in the game because they were in a recipe on the cooking table, but I couldn't figure out where to find them. Now I know. So if you go to the north part of your island and you go to those little scattered islands, you should find coconuts. You can swim there. If you watched my stream with Alternity Games, my very best friend, uh, we swam to get our coconuts in the first few days of our world. You don't have to swim to get them. You can wait until later. We knew we wanted to go ahead and get them, so we got our coconuts. Northern part of your island, very useful to have. Some more stuff I wish I had known. Save your nearly broken tools to upgrade later. Now, there are some tools that I will let break, and you need to let some break for permit points because there is a broken tools um, milestone. But I let my shovel break and just replace it. And I let my weapons break and just replace them because you cannot upgrade those. But my pickaxe, my axe, my hoe for my gardening, I just save the broken ones and I upgrade them whenever I unlock it. Another thing I wish I knew. So, building relationships is a big part of this game. You get different stuff from it. You have to get people to want to live on your island, those kinds of things. So, how you build relationships is by talking to them and doing quests for them. But if you say yes to a quest and then you don't do it in the amount of time you have, bulletin board quest or the quest where you just ask them what they need, you will lose friendship with them if you don't complete their quest. So if you're having a hard time getting people to move into your island, maybe make sure you're not saying yes to things that you actually can't get done. Like the other day, I was talking to Rain on my multiplayer world with Alternity, and I told her I could get her bottled brush because I thought she wanted the flower and she wanted the drink, and we don't have kegs yet. So If you say yes, make sure you can do it. If you can't do it, just say no. It won't hurt your friendship with them, and you'll have an easier time building that relationship with your villagers. Speaking of the kegs, the second you have iron, make a keg, throw some yellow flowers in it, the little wattle flowers. It is worth it. If you've watched my stream again, you will notice that I will go around picking flowers on day one along with the fruit and the wood, and that is because I use so much of the wattle flower juice, brew, whatever it's called. Um, it's super useful in the mines. It's super useful in just day-to-day things too, but it is so useful in the mines. So, second you can, go ahead and make kegs. You will not regret it. I regret not making them. Luckily, I have amazing friends who went ahead and gave me some of those things that I was missing out on because I didn't know I needed kegs. So, as soon as you can, get them made. Another thing, trapping. I know a lot of people have really struggled with the trapping. I have not upgraded my traps, and I have been playing this game since it came out. I have well over 100 hours in it. I'm probably pushing 150 or so now, because I have calmed down a little bit since it came out, but not too much. So, trapping. I know people struggle. So, to trap an animal, other than turkeys, you can just drop a trap on them and they are good to go. You can go turn them in. Other things will escape if you do it that way, and that's because you need to get their health down to half or lower. I say half because around half ish is usually where I try to stay, just because if you get them too low, there are some animals who are going to try to run away, and that makes them way harder to get in the trap. I would rather get them just above that little area so they'll chase me to the trap. That's easier for me. Other people would rather chase them. That's totally up to you. But if you get their health down, they will stay in the basic traps. I have not had any animals escape from that trap. Um, Trapping 101. There you go. More things. Petting diggos. So, diggos are actually a big thing that people have been struggling with, and that's because when you pet your diggo, you toggle the stay and follow command. So, a lot of people's diggos are getting out, running away, getting eaten, whatever's happening to the diggos. If you put them in a fence and then make sure they stay, then they should be fine. But if you toggle that to follow, then they're going to follow you around. So make sure you're really mindful of what command your Diggo is following at the time. More on animals. If you whistle, your animals will follow you. A lot of people have had a problem with chicks escaping or whatever escaping. And I mean, me too. I have too. We did not know about the whistle for a very long time in my friends group. But if you put your choke down, not inside of a fence, and you just press enter for the emotes and click on that whistle, you can whistle at your animals and they will follow you around. I actually had they'll all follow you. And now Irwin sells whistles for specific animals. But you can whistle at all of them, they'll all follow you. I buy the whistles because I think they're cute, but that's a me thing. If you don't want to buy the specific whistles and you want all your animals to follow you around, just whistle at them from your emotes and you'll be good to go. I moved my animals from one pen to another and it worked great. So, those are my main things. That is my main list of things that I wish I knew before I started playing Dinkum. If you have some other things that you've found that you wish you knew before you started playing, drop them in the comments. I'd love to read through them. And if you've enjoyed this, consider dropping a like or subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And I would know that you want more content like this. I really like tips and tricks videos. I look for them all the time personally. So I figured I'd throw one out there and just see how it goes. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.